Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the one-third remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity. And I'll just come back at you with another quick video, Lord willing, that's edifying. It's going to be centered around this article that I got. It's pretty old. Pretty sure you heard of it. But in case you don't know, now you know. It's by kansascity.com, and it's entitled, "Thousands of Cattle Suddenly Die in Kansas, Officials Say What's to Blame." Now, the story is, as the article is going to point out, from what I heard, numbers up to 10,000 cattle just suddenly dropped dead, you know, and this devil Esau blamed it on the heat wave. But, you know, you can't trust none that come out of his mouth, okay? Matter of fact, you would do better off believing what he said is not true, okay? But he said they died of a heat wave, and we know, you know, that's just not, it's just not possible, okay? Thousands of cattle died in Kansas in recent days due to sweltering heat and humidity, officials say. And, you know, of course, these are Esau's officials, you know. So just take it with a grain of salt. Who knows how they died, you know, but they died. Estimates vary on the total number dead, as ranchers aren't required to report deaths to the State Department of Agriculture told McClatchy News. The deaths are centered in southwest Kansas, where several weather factors led to the heat stress for cattle, a department spokesperson said. And, you know, nowadays, everything seems to be climate change's fault, okay, which is all, I guess, coincidentally, coincides with his plan, okay, to get people on the idea of, you know, monitoring their CO2 health and, you know, carbon footprints and shit, okay, all just, you know, measures to further control you under the guise of, you know, climate change, okay? Temperatures were in the 80s and low 90s until a sudden spike to 100 degrees in June, on June 11th, followed by 2 more days of triple-digit heat, according to the Weather Channel. Now, my question is, why didn't millions of people die if the heat was such an issue? Or not millions, but at least hundreds, you know, which lets you know that this is, you know, something's up, okay? At least 2,000 animals were lost, Reuters reported. That figure is based on the number of carcasses state officials were asked to help dispose of. However, that number could be much higher, up to 10,000 or more. And this is all gonna help when that famine hits, man. Okay, this is all gonna help. This is all gonna help further the pain, man. Okay, when it really hits like it's going to, you know, it's gonna be devastating, man. Okay, because there is no future, there is no season to look forward to in the future. Once it ends, it's gone. It's not coming back. Okay, it's not coming back. From that point on, you gonna either you gonna starve. You know, if you don't have Yahweh Shemel Shah, you're gonna starve, be taken by the sword, or you know, you could get that digital device, and you get to eat, you know, Soylent Green food, you know, laboratory grown, whatever. You know, this is Psalms 58:2. Yea, in heart, ye work wickedness, yea. Or Salakia, Yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. See, Esau is responsible for a lot of this shit that goes down in the earth, man. He blaming, the nigga blame the sun. He blame the air. He blame CO2 emissions. But who admitting them? Okay? Who's the one doing all this, man? It's him. And then he's coming, he's the problem, but then he convinces you that it's something else. And then he comes with his solution, which is only going to further exacerbate the problem, because he is the problem. Okay, this man is not fit to rule. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. See, you don't believe shit. How do you know when an Edomite's lying? How do you know when a so-called white man is lying? When his lips start moving. I got that, from our beloved apostles, man. The double honors to them for teaching us who this devil is, man. and his plans that he coming with all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. These things have been revealed to us, man. So we able to see through his bullshit, and we know the prophecies to match him up with what he's saying. So we could line up things he's saying with prophecies, and if it correlates, then guess what? We know there's truth to it. Okay? But if it don't, then guess what? It's a lie. That's how we able to tell if this nigga lying or not. For those of you who just think, we just say it, off our own personal feelings. Because you got people out there that think that, who can't really discern, a lie of Esau, between the truth. Okay, but the spirit of discernment has to be on you. This is Isaiah. We'll get it. This is Isaiah 51:19. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? See, no one's gonna be sorry for you. When it comes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, this is directed to you, okay? Because you're the only one with the chance to escape this. But a lot of you don't want to. A lot of you don't believe that it's coming, regardless of all the different. When have you ever heard of 10,000 cattle dying, man? Hey, this is some shit straight out of, when you reading about the plagues in Egypt. Hey man, these are biblical events happening, man. But then people just go around acting as if it's nothing. Okay? That's why no one's gonna feel bad when the sword and the famine comes for you. Nobody's gonna be crying and trying to help you out, man. Nah, none of that. We're gonna laugh at you. Okay? This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. Great death is coming, man. On a scale in which we've never been exposed to. Okay? The beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. See? So everyone that's on earth is about to witness things in which, have never been seen. Okay? It's a great, terrible day. Okay? Great and terrible times in which we're in, man. That's why when you read in verse 17, Ezra said, woe is me. Okay? The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. And we are clearly in a time where these things are wrapping up. The famine's wrapping up. The plagues are wrapping up. Tribulations are wrapping up. People are mourning and anguishing all across the world. People are confused, asking questions, stressed out, don't know how to, how they gonna pay their rent for this month. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. And people are still ignoring them, but it's going to get to the point where you can't ignore it. Okay? It's going to get to the point where it's no longer ignorable, if that's a word. Okay? This is Lamentations 4:5. They that did feed delicately are desolate in the streets. They that were brought up in scarlet embrace dunghills. Okay? You people, hey, America has made, Babylon has made the people in it very comfortable, very weak, entitled. Well, all of those things are going to play major roles against you. They're going to play major functions against you in that day, man. And you're going to regret being so damn stupid, okay? It's not going to be cute to be ignorant and dumb in that day, okay? And with that, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shem, Rakakudash, Wa, Abba, Babal, and DTA.